Morning world, it's the 16th of January, it's about 10:30 in the morning UK time. Over the last few months I seem to have dealt with a lot of people who have been suffering or dealing with issues to do with the glandular system, particularly the eyesight. And I've got one or two new ideas that I'd like to throw out into the world to suggest that astrological symbolism here can suggest issues to do with eyesight. So please feel free to comment on this. I'd be interested to see what anyone else has to say. It has to do with the planet Neptune. If in the horoscope there are difficult aspects to Neptune, particularly from the sun or the moon, particularly the moon, and sometimes also Mercury, then often I find people who have the potential to have a weak glandular system, whether that is in the endocrine system, the lymphatic, particularly the adrenals, giving rise to periods of fatigue. If there's history of thyroid disorder, then sometimes the thyroid as well, and often and normally the eyesight. I often also find that people with Pisces rising tend to have a slightly higher potential than normal to be wearing glasses or lenses or having laser surgery on the eyes from an early age. I also find I'm finding more and more that aspects to Pisces rising, particularly from the progressed moon, Saturn and of course Neptune, will bring situations around glandular systems and eyesight into perspective. What I'm also finding, and this is much more significant from my perspective, is that transits from Neptune are bringing issues around the glandular system sharply into focus. For example, when I'm seeing someone with Neptune not so much in trine or sextile, but conjuncting or squaring or opposing someone's planets, particularly again the Sun, Moon, Mercury, but also Mars and definitely the Ascendant and midheaven, then I'm liable to say to them, look, this coming year you're going to go through periods of fatigue. Not illness, disease, infection, but fatigue, as in a weariness that is not just physical, but also pertains to the mind, the emotions, the soul, the psychological self. And that fatigue is something that's particular to Neptune. As I say, it is not an illness, it is a weariness. And I often say to these people, when you get that fatigue, don't waste time trying to fight it, just go home, have a bath and go to bed. And if you do that, you'll be fine the next day. But if you fight it, then it's going to last a week. Often Neptune transits will bring days of fatigue, sometimes as many as 5 or 6 in a year. And if you fight it, you're screwed. And if you don't fight it and let it happen, then it's over and done with within 24 hours. Also, it's common when I say, I'm finding more and more when I'm seeing people undergoing difficult Neptune transits, I say to them, yes, is your eyesight deteriorating? And they always go, funny you should say that. To which my response is becoming more and more, well look, bottom line is, astrologically speaking, your eyesight is deteriorating, but it's only going to be 1 to 2%. So if you're one of these people who's having a difficult Neptune transit and you find your eyesight is going downhill, then don't fight it, and neither go and spend lots of money getting major eye tests and surgery or lenses or glasses that cost a lot of money. Wait until the Neptune transit is over, which can be as long as a year. And in the short term, if it's important, then get a short-term fix. Go and buy a cheap pair of glasses. But I do expect during difficult Neptune transits, eyesight to deteriorate by as much as 1, 2, or even in very rare cases, even 3%. It will only balance out once the Neptune transit is over, and then it normally stays stable for a good 7 years. More and more I'm recognising Neptune both by aspect in the natal chart and particularly by transit, and particularly if there's a strong Piscean or Neptunian element in the horoscope, as being the planet that rules glandular system, eyesight and thyroid issues. If any of you have got any feedback on this, I'd be delighted to hear it. Alright, that's my subject for today. Tomorrow, Mercury retrograde. Catch you later, folks. Bye.